I never did ask you guys, what happened when you met my mother?
Mamma Mia may now be a global musical sensation, but the story of an idyllic Greek island, 3 potential fathers, a pair of overalls, and a soundtrack consisting of songs by pop group ABBA was once just an idea in producer Judy Craymer's mind. Craymer was inspired by the theatrical potential of ABBA's emotional ballad The Winner Takes It All, and decided to put her production skills to use to create a story around some of the Swedish band's greatest hits. It was nearly 20 years ago when Mamma Mia hit the stage for the first time on London's West End in 1999. Since then, Mamma Mia has established itself as the 8th longest running show in West End history, grossing over $2 billion throughout its run. Now, the beloved musical has spawned a sequel film with a cast of new characters, including Lily James as a 20-something version of Meryl Streep's Donna. Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, which dances into theaters July 20th, explores the rich backstory that originated in Donna Sheridan's diary from the first film. The Hollywood Reporter Sydney Ottman caught up with Craymer to discuss the sequel, working with Meryl Streep and Cher, and making overalls great again. Spoiler alert ahead for Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. When speaking of staying true to Donna's backstory, which we learned from her diary in the first film, Craymer explains just how imperative that was. It was incredibly important to quite literally mime the origins of the story, she says. We have something that I like to call the Mamma Mia factor, and I think the goal was to somehow find that while exploring the backstory and going into the present day, while also giving serious nods to the last film. The location, the island, the sense of place, the sense that you want to join old friends and be back there, it was all important. And when it comes to the decision to kill off Donna, played of course by the legendary Meryl Streep, Craymer assures us that the Oscar-winning actress was always a part of that conversation. Says Craymer, she was so glorious in the first movie and has so much affection for Mamma Mia, so she was always a part of a conversation for another film. I think for her it was a matter of what and how, and we also did chat occasionally about that. It was a matter of the right script. Also, Meryl likes to conquer new things, and she had played Donna Sheridan and been singing 9 or so ABBA songs in the first movie. I think she felt that she liked the idea of leaving this to the younger ones and she wanted to be involved, but she wasn't going to take on such a big role. From one iconic performer to another, Craymer also weighs in on the casting of another Oscar winner, Cher, in the role of Ruby Sheridan, Donna's mother. That was always kind of on the big dream list when we started working on this one, admits Craymer. There was really only one choice, which was Cher, and she said yes. And I know she's a musician, so she loves ABBA, and I knew she'd love the stage show. I have to say though, once again, she isn't just a great voice, but a great actress and a great comedian. She is quite forensic in her work and her thought process. Of course, a big part of the Mamma Mia films are the costumes, and the sequel does not disappoint with flashbacks to the 70s where we see Donna and the Dynamos as their younger selves. Craymer quips that she has hopes that overalls will become fashionable. I think what Lily James is wearing and what they're all wearing when they go back to the 70s is very kind of clever, she says. It's not cliched, it's very much what any 20-something would want to be wearing, just as any 20-something would want to be on that holiday romance. Well, I hope. I would. And finally, when asked by Ottman what she loves most about seeing Mamma Mia on the screen as opposed to the stage, Craymer has this to say. It celebrates women, but it celebrates friendship and men too. You feel with all those guys coming back, Pierce and Stellan and Colin, that they really are friends. The story that we left off in the first movie was about Sophie discovering her 3 possible fathers, and now I think you really feel they have a family unit. So it's like saying there's all kinds of families. It doesn't matter, you can be a little unconventional, but family and friends are important. To read Sydney Ottman's full interview with Judy Craymer about Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, head to THR.com and tell us, are you planning to have a sing-along in the theatres this weekend? Let us know in the comments. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Lindsay Rodriguez.